Why? Why could Jesus Christ do it? Why could Jesus Christ walk in there and in the Spirit transform each of us into himself and then step back out of that television? Why could he do it? You getting it yet? Look, because look, Jesus is physical. He's created. And Christ is divine. So now he can fit on both sides. He can be in the illusion and out of it anytime he wants. And that's what he's doing. So when he was on Calvary, God came and said, he was talking to Jesus, "You are less than nothing." Jesus said, "Okay." And he, what did he do to make himself less than nothing? He died. But when he died to selfishness, and he resurrected as God.
I don't know, thought. When Jesus died, he went like to sleep, kind of like you were talking right now. So when he rise, he thought about it, he thought and then woke up,
That's right. He did exactly that. Okay, perfect. Okay, anybody doubt the Holy Spirit is here? Did you hear what he said? You know what he just said? When I started this entire moment, he went back and took me back right here and said, "Bill, go back to the beginning and describe the pure divinity," and he returned to that moment because he went to sleep in death and woke up.
Yeah.
When he woke up, resurrection. But when he resurrected, guess who came with him?
So
all of us. Humanity. Not the angelic realm. The created realm of physical creation came with him. And that is what this is all about. When you go into self-sacrifice and submission, you are actually returning to that moment. That's why we're using submission to enter the divine will of God, so that we can be born again. In what? In the Spirit. And that's the cycle we're trying to get people to see. Now, who's the genie? Well, Jesus Christ is the real genie, except he transfers, and this is now going to hit your Eucharist, he transfers his authority to the church to become the genie. And the church now has the authority to actually bring about taking people out of the television and bring them into reality, which we call heaven. And they see God. Now, try it out on the people at work.
They'll go, "What?"
They're never going to believe you.
Okay, how you doing, Willie? I get my benchmark over there. If he starts going, nod, I'm in pretty good shape.
And that's deep. That's very good. It's the foundation.
This is the foundation. But catch the word, formless. When God is formless, he is in his perfect state of divinity. Now, because of that, he wanted to then come out of that into form. But he couldn't. Why? Because he'd be alone. If he takes form, what form is he going to take? Same one he just was. So he wanted to add to his form through the angels. Okay, now let's go over the story. We now know Calvary, through formlessness, takes on divinity. Just exactly reversed. Notice he went reversed as how God came out. God came out from formless to form.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ went from form to formless and back.
Yeah.
Now he resurrects. Now we've now got the resurrection, we got the church, and we now have to become formless. Each of us has to become formless. We have to do what Jesus Christ did.